That was pretty short, you know, for doing shit one-handed and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Pale.
I need to just replace everything because my mic doesn't work now. No dream. All right. Is the audio okay? Now I'm like paranoid about this because I don't know if the audio is okay or not. Just FYI. All right, what is it? Build stream PC, never ever touch it again. I have to move and shit a lot, so never know. I'm not used to being. I don't like it. I can move myself over. 1-1 if you want me to move myself over. 2-2 if you want me. If you like it where it is, because I'm gonna move it back for Mega Man if I move it over. But yeah, I can move it over. I don't really care. Which run am I doing? No Hunter's Dream? Okay, MMCV. I use an Aver Bloodstone shard. An Aver Media Live Gamer HD. Oh man, that was there all this time. Wow. There you go. Or do you want it behind me, or do you want it to be this like little angry bitch? Right there. I want it sitting on your head. Yeah, but then I gotta like try and stay there and shit. Then people come and be like, why is he an onion? And someone's like, it's a dumpling. He's like, ha ha ha, I'm not Chinese. Hi, window. Garlic, right? It's still on your head? Right. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Viking Bruda. Hi, Mr. Raleigh. Hi, everybody who's saying hi to me for the first, second, or third time. Today, I'm actually not sure, to be honest. Oh, we can't do sauce. Sorry, I'm also, on top of having a headache, I'm also really tired. So I apologize for that. Today's gonna be a weird stream. 6 months from 1 year. Hey, congratulations, Dr. Laz. That's pretty cool, man. I got in my head. I'm not even sure if I can get hit or not. You know, so my muscle memory's all fucked up. The audio's being weird. Everything just feels off today, like very off. What do you think is the game? You gotta rephrase that question, man. Did you save from Charlie too? Who's Charlie? I almost feel like I'm in a separate universe right now. Like I just got transplanted into a parallel universe where shit's going on that I wasn't aware of, man. Oh boy, what has become of me? Thank you, Texas. Which one am I best at? Ugh. It's a shitty question, to be honest. Which one am I best at? Honestly, probably DS2 or Bloodborne. Not DS2, DS3 or Bloodborne. Charlie's my doggo. When I started the stream, he came over. Oh, what kind of... Oh, right. I remember him, actually. Which one do I like the most? I like Bloodborne the most, yeah. The one where you won the tournament, there's no prize for. Yeah, man. That's pretty cool, huh? It's just how it goes. Just my luck. I got this thing where the universe is just kind of... Just kind of against me, almost, it seems like. Like, maybe I'm just being a bitch victim. Right, I can kill shit this run. Okay, I hesitated there because I was like... I can't kill anything. Like, maybe I'm just being some kind of victim or something, but oh man, I have the worst luck consistently. You know, I got some absolutely terrible luck when it comes to certain things. Well, when it comes to everything, actually. It's like I'm constantly swimming upriver, and I look to my left and I look to my right, and I see other people in the same river, like not even swimming, and they're like going faster than me, you know? So it's an interesting thing. There's a lot of stuff that's happened tonight, actually. There's a lot of strange thoughts that have been going on. And it's put me in a state of mind that's strange. I don't know. I feel like if I stay up all day and then I stream at night, I have so many thoughts in my head that I don't know. It almost doesn't. I'm sorry, Petey. So strange, man.
What's that smell? The sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
Jeez. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I feel like I fucked up there. I'm not sure if I did. I think I fucked up. Yeah, I think I did. This is no dream. Okay, Witty, and I just have to remember that. Yeah, this is no dream. I wouldn't be doing a no-hit right now. God, it almost feels like I've been... Have you ever watched a movie where, like, halfway through the movie, someone wakes up, or the main character wakes up, and they're, like, in an entirely different place, and they're living an entirely different life, but they're just going through the motions? That's what it feels like right now. You know? For me, it feels like I'm not supposed to be here. And none of this seems familiar, even though I know exactly what I'm doing. You know? I was supposed to pop that over here. Just stop here for a second. Sounds it's weird. It's really weird. And I don't know if it's from the tension headache. So I was playing Dragon Quest 3, not 3, 11 today. Because since it snowed, oh, you're still alive. Since it snowed, there's not much I can do. I can't go to the park and do muscle ups or anything, or be productive or whatever, because it snowed. You know, it snowed. There's snow everywhere. I haven't got any groceries. I need to get groceries and stuff too.
You're a what? Oh, take this.
I drank Quest 11 today, and then I ate, and I hung out with my girlfriend a bit. And we watched an anime. And then we started talking about something like, what do we start talking about? We started talking about the fact that, like, in schools, they knowingly teach you false stuff, like history, like history class. So there's a bunch of stuff that's been disproven or proven in history that hasn't been updated, really. Um, and it's not because they're trying to hide it or anything. It's just they haven't really updated it. You know, they haven't been like, wow, well, this never happened. We can't teach that in school anymore. Instead, they're just like, well, we've been teaching it like this for a long time, so we're gonna keep teaching it like this and stuff, and you know. So we started talking about that, and it eventually went into like, yeah, well, like the school system, the way it was made was to accommodate the factory type lifestyle. You know, a lot of general information about everything, but nothing specifically. So you would kind of fit a mold, and also to emulate that lifestyle, the factory lifestyle of waking up, going to work, doing a job that you don't necessarily like, you know, following instructions, not creative or innovative or anything. You're just a factory worker. And from there, it kind of stayed that way. Do I have enough files? I think I have enough files. It kind of stayed that way, and through all these times and stuff, that's just one piece of the puzzle, you know? Because why is my audio so fucked up? It's almost like I can't hear things when they're behind me or not. Finally, just some laundry. Hey, well done. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, school sucks. College has been 20 times better for me. How have you been?
Congratulations. I'm happy college has been going well for you. I, Verizon, thanks for the 4 months in a row with Prime. Thank you very much, man. And I think I said hi to you, Secret Berserker, right? I'm losing my mind today. Hey! I hope you're having a good day. Wake up, Squilly, you're dreaming. I can't even read it right now. Is your main job streaming? And if so, are there sometimes days where you'd rather prefer not to go to work? Of course, man. But I do have to say that if my job was anything other than streaming, well, that's not true. If my job was the majority of jobs that are not streaming, every day would be a wake up and prefer not to go to work day. You know what I mean? Streaming. Wow, you bitch mother. Why did I do that there? This isn't a reset run. And that was a pretty big waste of vials right there. I'm hoping this poison doesn't stay. FaraazBot. Oh, FaraazBot's not even up, Petey. Thank you. Nice. What was I saying? Do you guys remember what I was saying? Do you guys even care what I was saying about whatever? Sorry, you guys are gonna have to carry me through the stream. This isn't gonna be an awake for us. Car, your car, yeah? Is that so? What kind of car you, man? You're talking about your job. Oh, yeah, streaming. Yeah, Stream's really cool because it's like I said with stuff. I don't know. You know, you want. I think people in general, humans in general, I think just life in general, the essence of life is creativity. If you think about it, you know, it's not monotony or don't need to go this way. Or what else is it? It's not monotony, it's not like repetition. Like if you think of monotony and repetition, you think of robots. You think of, you know, the same, like you think of robotics. You think of not living things. You think of things that are anti-life. Life incites the idea of unpredictability almost. You know? Just like this magnificent thing that you can... I swear I'm not on drugs, by the way. I'm not on drugs, okay? I know people are probably being like, man, is this guy on drugs? No, I'm just really tired right now. You know, there's like... There's this really cool quality to life. You can't... Like, it's never gonna be 100% modelable. And the more lively something is, the more unexpected things almost are. You know what I mean? Like if you see someone and they're just glowing and they're just very happy and they're absolutely loving life and stuff, and they just go do random spontaneous things, you're like, wow, that person's so alive. That person is really living. You know? That was slow. And they're like an object of envy almost. And then you think about someone who's like... Wow, I almost fucked that up. Working the same job every day, doing the exact same thing every day. Like miserable, wearing the white button-up shirt, coffee stains, and a tie. You bitch. Stop. Coffee stains and a tie, driving the car, and you look at him, you look at his neighbor, and they're the exact same thing, and they don't seem very lifelike. They seem very like, you know, dead. You know, just dead. They're just dead. They're a shell. And, you know, for whoever lives that life, if you are enjoying yourself, I'm not making fun of you or trying to hurt your feelings or anything. Don't worry. But you know, it just doesn't feel lifelike. So the more alive you are, the more, you know, geared towards things that are creative or vibrant or, you know, all those things. Like, that's the implied idea, I think. Yeah, I think that's like the implied idea, that life incites that. So obviously your job, you're living it every day. Like your job takes a lot of your time, and there's all this different theory on that. Like there's so many different topics here, and they each talk about different things, but I can only talk so much at once. It's frustrating. You're gonna want a job or a career, as the fancy schmancy people will say. You're gonna want a job or a career that will, you know, incite those qualities in you. That will be like, you know, opportunities to cultivate creativity and opportunities to cultivate like all those things that incite life. if that makes sense. And so streaming is really cool because while there are, of course, a lot of pressures and a lot of things you have to overcome and a lot of things that will always be there that will kind of mold you in a way, or like stick you in a certain direction, or like push you in a certain direction, you know, force or give you incentive to be something that you don't want to be or you're not. Streaming, there's also infinite, or maybe not infinite, but much higher capacity. Wow, what the fuck did I just do? Did I just burn shit? Did I just burn myself? Streaming is yeah, it allows a lot more creativity than a lot of jobs do. It's just, if you think about certain jobs, like the job description is basically what you're going to become. You know, like a janitor. I need someone to mop the floors, clean the bathrooms and hallways, and live in the closet. And then it's like, okay, that's your life. That's what you become. But streaming, it doesn't really have a job description. You're an entertainer, basically. But the more vague it is, almost the better. Job description wise, I think. I don't know. I'm rambling a bit. No dream. How are you doing today, Faraz? I got a headache, man. How are you doing, Viking? Google puts slides in their office. I made a career out of trying to find a job. Well, thank you for staying sub to me for this long. Without finding a job. Did you run out onto a board? Yeah, I think I did. Bean Marine. Where's Skullduggery? The run died? Well, my character died. Casual Jojo. As simple as that. You're a fuck. I don't know if I want to kill this wolf now. We'll kill him. We'll waste a vial. Nah, yeah, we'll waste a vial killing him, but it's okay. We got 3 blood vials from him. That's fine. I don't really know how that makes non-existence better than existence, or vice versa. Wait, what? Can you? I want in on this. Can you try and explain to me why non-existence is better than existence? How did you die? Fuck, how did I die? Oh, I ran into a burning corpse. Existence is pain. Non-existence is nothing. It's nada. You just confused? Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, that's what I was explaining. So the school system was designed for like a factory type lifestyle. And since it stuck, it carried over. And it's just kind of there. And people would be like, well, for us, you know, if the school system if the whole idea of school is to, you know, better society and blah, 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 then why is it the way it is? If it's clearly not doing that. And I'll tell you the answer. Okay, I'll tell you the answer. Of course, this is all theoretical and it's just based on observation. But people always say, like, hey, you gotta be an outstanding citizen and do your civil duty. Because that's what you signed up for, and by being born into this country, and you know, without you doing that, our system just won't work. And then so you gotta say, okay, what is the current government? Okay, the current government The idea behind government, the idea behind a governing body, is a group of elected officials that will more or less serve the best interests of the people that they were elected by, and act on the betterment of society as a whole. It's a pretty accurate description, right? And so you have things like better quality of life, less violent crimes, less murder, less crime in general, just less bad stuff. Happier people, like, no homelessness, job satisfaction, all these terms that are thrown around by the bureaucratic motherfuckers, you know. That's what they go for. The betterment of society. And that's what people kind of feel is what the government does and the main intention behind government. Well, let me tell you why that is actually incorrect. See, that's what people think the government, the purpose of the government is. And that's like the upfront purpose. It's like a drug cartel or like a laundry store that launders money or whatever. That's the upfront purpose. That's the purpose that they sell. That's the purpose that you're meant to believe. But just the way the government is structured, just the way laws work and stuff like that, just how much power money has in terms of influencing decisions, campaigns, all these things. The government's purpose isn't really, or the main purpose isn't really to better the lives of its citizens, better the lives of the society as a whole, make society better as a whole. That's the purpose that people think, okay, this is the government, this is what it's supposed to do. That's like what it's supposed to do. But really, because of the way things work, of the way money works, of the way legal processes work, of the way people in general just work, and I'll go into that in a second, the government, actually, the actual main purpose of the government is to serve the best interests of those that are directly involved at the highest level, if that makes sense. For example, the United States of America's economy is very heavily based around militarization and war. And why do you think that is? Because it's needed? Not necessarily. It's because the people that influence the government at that level are gun companies, are military companies, are...
It sings to me.
You fucking bitch.
It's enough to make a man sick.
That's not good. Okay, well, we can still do this. All right, I have no gun. Got him. I'll throw an extra molly here. Take it! You know, good day, Jarethian. Good day. So, I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? Viking, what was I saying? Minivan dead. Right. The government actually you were being anti-American. The government actually serves not as first priority the people as a whole, but as first priority the people that are funding it, the people that are actively involved in it. For example, if 90% of the Senate likes guns, and guess where the decisions are going? They're going to be benefiting gun companies and stuff like that, you know? Buy a cord, thanks. Buy a new cord, right. Hey, thank you. Yeah. So that's that. And if you take that little snippet of thought, that the government's first priority is not to serve the people, that whatever, but its first priority is to serve, let's just call them investors. Then you'll see why schools, or one of the reasons at least, schools aren't, the educational system is very heavily neglected. Why it's so blatantly neglected, where you've got things that really don't make sense there. They're just there. And it's like, it's to the point where it's like, there's a teacher and a student, and the teacher is like, I'm going to teach you this. And the student's like, yeah, but that's false information. That's not right. That's been disproven. Look at all these reputable sources. And the teacher's like, listen, kid, I have to teach you this because it's in the curriculum. And if I don't, I'll get fired. And if you don't learn it and regurgitate the information on a test that I'm going to give you at the end of this month, then you're going to get a bad grade and you're not going to go to college and your life is fucked. And they're like, they have this mutual agreement to be like, I'm going to teach you false information. And the student's like, okay, I'm going to learn false information. And that's going to be our existence. That's going to be our subsistence. That's how we're going to live our lives. That's how bad the education system is neglected. And people are like, why? But why? Why? We just need some funding. No, it's because, listen, okay? Listen. The government is not there to serve you, sir, ma'am, or other. There's even cases where pensions have been lost. No one asked you. It's like relying on the government is almost a gamble. In a lot of cases, it is a gamble. And if you say, okay, well, that's how it is, it's like, sure, but then you got to know who's, oh boy, who's really being catered to, you know? Hi, Surplu. Wait, hey, I'm not watching chat. So, I'm not watching chat, so don't be shitty. I know that whenever I talk about stuff, there's people that will be shitty. You guys can have civilized discussions all you want. You can do it. But what you cannot do is force your opinion upon others. Get emotional or upset when people don't accept your opinion. Or just cause a scene in general when there's really nothing wrong. Okay? Quick disclaimer. Be nice, lovely people. Okay? Not watching chat. Oh, hey! Listen. Come on. I'm playing a game at a high level. And I'm talking about something while having a tension headache. And you know, navigating thoughts. Why don't you go into... I'm just kidding. I'm not bad. Anyway. And so that's one thing I wanted to say. And there's I've always known this, but I could never fucking say what it is. I could never describe it. I could never put it into words. I've always known it, and I've seen so many supporting arguments all throughout my life, and I've known it's a problem in general that people have, and I've never been able to put it into words until very recently, like in the past couple months, you know? And I'm, on one hand, I'm happy that I can finally communicate it. On the other hand, I'm a little bit sad that it's so simple. It's such a simple thing. And I'll tell you about it after this fight. I fucked up. I'll do 3 there. Okay. Oh, don't hit me. This is gonna be completely improvised. And it works. Kind of. Easy. I'm intrigued. Intrigued, says Neurocamel. So here's you guys want to know the big problem behind everything? You want to know the main problem? If you don't, that's okay too. Yeah, are you sure? You guys want the red pill, blue pill? You want it? You want to know? Red pill me, bitch? Alright. Well, you see, here. For a limited time only, I'll tell you the secret if I hit 10 subs in the next 10 minutes. I'm kidding. Okay, don't sub to me in the next 10 minutes now, because then I'll feel bad about that. You want to know the truth? And this applies to every single one of you, and this applies to me as well. This applies to just people in general, okay? Wow, I missed that. And it's a very destructive, detrimental thing. There's good qualities about it, and there's bad qualities about it. There's something that's called a flow, and that's an example of a good quality. When you get into the zone, when you get into a flow, when everything you do, you're not even just thinking, you're just doing. You are just being. That's an example of a good quality. Serious flow, yeah. I can't wait to hear it, Surplu. Now, the bad side of that well, there's a lot of bad sides. Because of Viking Brood, I don't know. It's muscle memory, man. I can't even see right now. You sure you guys want to know? You sure you guys want to know? It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Every single person is guilty of this. Every single person here is guilty of this. There's not one of you that is not. If it's about yawning, it's not. But I'm gonna make it about yawning now. Baba, Chaba, Lava, Haba. Heap, hop, hoop. Bop, beep, bop, bop. Boom. There you go. That's what it is. What No Hunter's Dream is? I don't level, I don't upgrade, I don't go back to the central hub where I can buy shit. Nice, thank you. Yeah, I used to be a fairy godmother in my past life. What do you think is better, to be stupid and happy or smart and not happy? Happy is fine. Yeah, happiness is a good thing. But the thing is about being either smart or stupid, it's not like happiness is exclusive to one or the other. You can always be happy no matter what. So here's the thing that every single person is guilty of. Some people more than others, some people a lot less than others. And that is that people have this really shitty quality that's really shitty in a lot of aspects, but really good in a lot of other aspects. Well, it's maybe not a shitty quality. They have a quality that's really good and really bad in different situations, okay? And that quality is that people will often make decisions based on how they feel rather than what they know is right or wrong. What is right and wrong is no priority. Or people can say it's a priority, but it really isn't a priority in a lot of aspects for them. It just isn't. It might be higher up on the priority list than other things, but it is not a main priority. It isn't. It is not. It is 100% not. Instead, people will make decisions based on how they feel. That's it. And because of that, there's a shit ton of bad shit that goes on. I'm not in the right area. There's a shit ton of things that shouldn't happen that do happen. You know, it's not human nature. It's a warping of human nature, if that makes sense, because there's a lot of arguments about just being, not thinking, just being, just feeling. Like there's a lot of competitive novels, not novels, but literature about this, about the highest level of focus is when you're just being. You're not thinking, you're just fucking being. You don't have anxiety or anything. You're not making logical decisions. You're just moving with things, if that makes sense, you know? And that's one really, really, really cool thing, where you're just being and you're going completely off feeling, and it's a very wonderful, beneficial, amazing thing. I don't need to do that. But on the flip side of it, the bad is when you know something is wrong and you still do it because it feels good. So you know something is going to hurt you later on a lot, but you're going to take a little bit of pleasure now. For example, a lot of people want to be in shape, and they say they want to be in shape. K Witty, you still here? They say they want to eat health. K Witty's in shape, so this isn't a big deal. But they say they want to eat healthier. They say they want to work out. They say they want to do this. They say all these things, you know? And when it comes to dinner time, they have the choice between having 2 pizzas, or 1 entire pizza, or a chicken salad. And what will they do? They will choose the pizza, even though they know it's wrong. So you ask the person, it's like, you know that's bad for you, and they'll be like, yeah, I know. And they'll be like, and you can ask them, you'd be like, you said you wanted to get in shape and you're working out and stuff. It's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's just a day. And then you can be like, yeah, but it's not just a day. You know that's wrong, what you're doing. Like, you're working against yourself, all of this shit. And they're like, yeah, I know. And then you can kind of guilt him into not doing it, but based on how they feel, right? They will make decisions based on how they feel. It's okay. It's like, no, it's not okay. Okay, you're right. It's not okay. I feel fucking terrible now. I won't eat it. They don't make decisions based on what they know is right or wrong. They make decisions based on how they feel. Right? Again, this is just a general thing. I could use any example. It's not just food. It could be they want to be good at yoga. They want to stretch and be flexible and all of this stuff. They want to study harder. They want to get good grades. They will do things based on how they feel. And that's fair enough. You know, they are not robots, but that is it's the reason I say it's warped. It's not a bad quality to have. It's just very warped um, in today's world. And I'll explain that in a second after Shadows, okay? What am I going to do? We just have to kill these, right? All right. What am I doing? What am I actually doing? I knew I shouldn't have done that. I walked into that. Yeah, that's a death. So we got to restart this. Thank God this runs short. What was I talking about? Not quite in the flow. Yeah, I wasn't. Emotional decisions not living up to your potential is what you mean? No. No. Throat coat? I actually do have throat coat, Cat. How did you know that? Bag of dicks, what's up? If I ever see you, those are going to be the first words I speak to you, you know? Right. Okay. The reason why it's warped, making decisions based on how you feel is very good in certain decisions and it's very bad in other decisions. Just like making decisions on what you know is right is very good in certain areas and very bad in certain areas as well. You know, you can be like, well, I think it's right to save the cheerleader, save the world, but then the cheerleader can hate you and kill you. You know, I don't know. I don't have an example there, but listen, you know, they're not innately bad or good. They are both on the same. They're both on the same level of like, okay, this is all right. And the reason I say it's warped, okay, this is the reason I say it's warped because society today very much unbalances it. So when it's in balance, making decisions based on how you feel and making decisions based on what you know is right and wrong is good, you know? Like one is not worse than the other. One is not better than the other. It's just kind of however, you know, it's kind of whatever. It's like, okay, well, this decision is good if you make it with this mindset, and this decision is good if you make it with this mindset. Neuro camel, maybe. You know, so untouched, it's actually in balance. It's as long as it's balanced, it's okay. Now, what society does is it teaches you to make all decisions based on how you feel. You know, you should write a blog on this. I could, Kat. I could very much do that. For example, why do you externalize things? Because it feels better. Why do you, you know, go to school and be obedient and not question anything? Because it's right? No, it's because it feels better. Why do you work a job where you're living a lie? Because it's right? No, because it's comfortable. It feels better, you know? Like you're kind of, well, not kind of, you are 100% rewarded for a certain pathway in life and punished for other pathways that don't line up. You know what I mean? And it's interesting because whoever is like, whenever there's like something bad that goes on, like let's say a corporation, it's very cleverly structured because let's say a corporation. Okay, so can someone give me a corporation? Just a general corporation. Nesquik? All right, Nesquik. Oh, man, I love it. Okay, so we got Nesquik here. Well done, Petey. Fucking Nesquik. We got Nesquik here, right? And let's say Nesquik polluted an entire ocean, like let's say 90% of the Atlantic Ocean, and they killed 7,000 people. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Let's just say 70 people. Let's say they polluted 10% of the ocean, of the Atlantic Ocean, and they killed 70 people in doing so. Right? Then what happens is the company Nesquik takes the fall. People are like, man, Nesquik's bad news. Don't buy their products. Man, Nesquik is, kind of shady with what they did. I don't know if we can trust what they say. I don't know if we can trust their milk powder. It's just like, ugh, man, Nesquik, what are they doing? But in reality, what is Nesquik? Nesquik is a corporate structure. And what is the corporate structure? It's a structure of people. And so you got the workers down below, the fucking milk powder sifters that are just doing whatever. Are they responsible for the ocean and for the 70 people dying? Probably not really. I mean, they're still working for the company, so they're a tiny bit responsible. Very, very, very not responsible. But really, who is really responsible is the people in charge of Nesquik. So general companies have like a president, a vice president, a board of directors, people who make decisions, right? And depending on the size of the company, that could be a small group of people or a very large group of people. But those are the people that are in charge. Now imagine, instead of saying, man, Nesquik polluted 10% of the ocean and killed 70 people. Instead of that, they said, man, fucking Scarlett Johansson, who is the vice president of Nesquik, and Jessica Alba, who is the president, and Jim Carrey, who's on the board of directors, made this decision, and they are responsible for fucking up the oceans and shit. The people who are in the people who are upset about this shit would become much more upset than if it was just Nesquik, No, Kat, that's not true. They would become much, much more upset because now instead of it just being Nesquik, it's like, okay, there's a focus to that, and certain things would change, even though the situation is the exact same. It's the communication of knowledge about the situation that influences the decisions that people make relating to the situation, because they make their decisions wholeheartedly based on feelings, just the way they've been conditioned through their lives. It's a lot more personal. Right, exactly. And that's one of the ways a lot of corporate entities get away with shit, is they detach a sense of feeling from it. Oh, it wasn't like 5 people that did something really bad. It was a company. It was a conglomerate, So, and that's how a lot of people who do really bad shit get away like scot-free. They don't really get, oh wow, you fuck, legally punished, or legally they aren't really held accountable.
The sweet blood. Oh, it seems to me it's enough to make a man sick.
Or financially, there's no ramifications, repercussions, or there are very little. Whereas instead, if you take like a hacker, an individual hacker, or someone like that, they will be destroyed. Oh my God, they will get fucked up. Like, for example, think about it like this. If Edward Snowden had a company, let's say it was Lighthouse Studios, and Edward Snowden, who I don't know his whole story, but I'm just using an example where everybody was like, Edward Snowden, Edward Snowden, Edward Snowden. And he leaked all this stuff, and it was really terrible stuff for the government, and he was classified as a bad person by the government. People are like, leave him alone, government. He's a good person. You were being shitty, and he was calling you on your shit type of deal. If instead he hid behind the company Lighthouse Studios, and it was like, yeah, man, Lighthouse Studios just fucking leaked all this shit about the government, and it's cool information and stuff like that, it would stop there. You know, no one's concerned about the safety of Lighthouse Studios or if the people involved in Lighthouse Studios are going to go to jail. Maybe a few people, but far, far less, right? And that's because it's less personal, because it makes you feel a different way. The situation is the exact same. The information leaked is the exact same. Everything is the exact same. But people interpret it differently, and because they interpret it differently, different things happen. Okay? You know? It's legal counter-argument. You know? So that's something that is used a lot. And you can see it every day. Watch how information is passed down to you. Okay, just watch. If you're given information in one way, you have to understand the information is given to you with intent. Okay, and the intent will be reflected by how the information is communicated. Okay. So, for example, if I was part of a company, and I did something bad, let's say my company is Card Bitches. Okay? Card Bitches. My company is Card Bitches. And I took all your sub money, the money you give me to live and shit like that, and I gambled it all away. Then what I would say to you is like, I'm sorry guys, I regret to inform you, like, Card Bitches, there's some stuff that went on, and there was some shady deals that happened, some deals that we thought we were gonna get, you know, return on, and everything was looking fine and stuff like that, and it ended up all falling through. Card Bitches has lost all the sub money. We're bankrupt. You know, we thank you for investing into us, and so on and so forth, but we apologize. We can't give you a return on your investment. We can no longer stream or anything like that. What the fuck? Like, it's just gone. It's done. And our sincere apologies. We didn't want it to happen this way or whatever, but that's how it went, you know, kind of deal. You, like, the people who I'm talking to would probably be like, oh man, there's nothing they can do. Like, Card Bitches just made some bad decisions and blah, blah, blah. And instead, if I was like, yeah, hey, I took all your sub money and I gambled it and I lost it all, then you guys would be like, wow, Faraz is a fuck. You know what I mean? So be very careful with how you interpret information. Aren't the punishments for legal entities severely harsher than for individuals? I mean, when it comes to fees, not imprisonment. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, right? Like, it's just scaling up. It's like saying an individual has the capacity to make this much money in their life. A corporate conglomerate has so much more capacity to make money because they're a fucking corporate conglomerate. Of course they need to have more severe financial penalties. Like, if you charge an individual the same amount of money you charged a corporate conglomerate for fucking up the same thing, then that individual would be fucked for life. Whereas the corporate conglomerate would just be inconvenience, you know? Yeah, it's the same. And so the thing is, you can't really imprison a legal entity, a corporate entity, you know? And that's what people take advantage of. And so, because of that... Hold on, let me finish this fight. Perfect. Kind of. Because of that, because of that idea, um, God, man, whenever I get a boss fight, I lose my train of thought. What was I saying? You guys remember? Does no one remember? Do you care what I'm talking about? Should I just stop talking about it? Is this too much? People getting upset? Good time to move on. Oh, harder punishment for legal entities. Oh yeah, no, I don't care. But so with this, like this information in mind, now if you look at the system in place, I'm not saying it was engineered or structured this way with this goal in mind. I'm saying maybe things fell into place, maybe things just maybe things were put into place. I don't know. But you've got a society that rewards basically it rewards behaviors that support the idea of make decisions with your feelings in every situation. Don't confront inner demons, don't take responsibility for things, don't put your neck on the line or embody any of the heroic qualities that everybody so admires. Don't be creative, don't be inspiring, don't be all these things. All of these things are rewarded. Don't be honorable, don't be truthful, like don't be any good qualities. Be bad qualities and you will be rewarded for it by society, not in terms of a humanistic standpoint. And if you're not going to be any of that, yeah, just be a cookie cutter, be something that's very easy to control, easy to monitor, that doesn't make problems. Be a cog in the wheel, basically. And if you do that, then everything's okay. You get your mediocre life, you get your mediocre wife or husband, kids, car, suburbs, all of that shit, that's what you get. And that's fine. That's what society rewards. And it will punish the things that those things are not. It will punish individuality. It will punish different trains of thought. It will punish anything going against the grain. It'll punish. And I'll explain that in a second. It'll punish all those things. It'll punish it hard. And God, I'm tired. God, I'm tired. On top, it does this through a lot of different factors, not factors, a lot of different methods. And one of them that's very pertinent, very easy to observe is shame. Like there's a lot of shame in society. Shaming you for who you are, who you aren't, what you are, what you aren't. Other people shaming each other, There's a ton of shame. Hi, Crowley. A contemplative mood? No, we were both talking about this, and it was just what we were talking about. But there's a lot of shame. And so you'll also see things like the education system. Right? Where you are rewarded for being obedient. and you are punished for questioning things, for innovating, for a lot of different things. And this isn't just the education system as in learning. This is in academia as a whole. Not everyone, of course, but the large majority of it is based on punishment, shame, and almost anti-progress, you know? Because you got an education system where, like I said earlier, in the situation where the teacher is wrong and you know the teacher's wrong, and the teacher knows that they're wrong, and the teacher knows that you know they're wrong, you will still be expected to sit, learn, and regurgitate the wrong information. And the teacher will still be expected to stand and teach the wrong information. It doesn't matter that the information is right or wrong. They're supposed, they have to do it, you know? What is the yikes? Will you play Dead Cells again? Probably not anytime soon. Maybe. You know. And so you've got a system that strengthens the idea of making decisions based on how you feel rather than what you know is right or wrong. Right? And a big component of that is comfort. Comfort is kind of taught to be like revered in a way, to be sought after in every situation, to be prioritized, and discomfort is taught to be avoided at all costs, to be not only avoided but like do anything to avoid discomfort. Like, don't put yourself in discomfort, don't confront your thoughts, don't confront other people's thoughts, don't do this, don't do that, don't offend anyone. Why? Because it's uncomfortable. And in some cases, it really isn't worth it. But in a lot of cases, it's just uncomfortable. And that's how a lot of society, or the idea of society, or just society in general, strengthens or warps. Sorry, yeah, warps. Throws off the balance of making decisions based on how you feel and making decisions based on what you know is right and wrong. It heavily skews every single decision in the favor of how you feel. And that's what people take advantage of, man. And that was explaining that thought. So, hey, I didn't read chat at all. If there's anyone new here, you can say hi to me. I'll say hi back. Okay? And, I'm tired and I have a tension headache and stuff. It's nice to see you guys. Hi, Mike. Hi, Ryan Beatbox. Hi, Carrick. 1985. Is never here. Oh yeah. The Zega. What's going on? Megatron. How are you doing? I don't have a gun. Oh, good. Fireball. I can't. I think my capture card is fucking up because I can't hear. you know? He's shouting at Dark Souls 3? That's pretty funny. I got back to Shadows really quickly. No, it'll always be quick. Remember, I used to speedrun this game, BD. And the first reset point is Shadows, so... That was close. I would have actually just died there. I'm dead. I'm not. I'm almost dead. Alright. I can't waste too many vials in this fight. That's probably enough. Is it? I can't tell. I wanted to see if I could get a backstab. This bitch. What is Big Trouble in Little China? The Decepticons are here. Oh yeah. Way. Jeez, I'm having a lot of close calls. Oh. I almost died. You fuck. Alright, we did it. Oh man, my eyes. What's your PB? I made it to Mikolash twice. No dream run consists of not going back to the dream, or to the dream ever. You never die. You never upgrade. You never buy items. Nothing. You just go, man. Take a breather after this stretch. I might have to. Oh. What is it, Sir Blue? Don't say sub-story. Please don't. A 24-hour stream? No, I just did 12. 12's not easy. There's got to be some incentive for 24 hours. You know? I'm not a young boy like I used to be. What's up, Couch Duck? Wow, look at you with that fancy new check mark, man. You can jiggle all you want. You can jiggle all day, all night. BL4 hard mode? No, this isn't BL4. This is like you could do this run in BL4, but I just didn't want to. I felt like doing it BL4 would not be fun simply because of One Reborn. I don't mind doing every other fight BL4, but One Reborn is pretty bad as it is.
2 months already.
Probably just Matt. Thanks very much for the 2 months in a row, man. Thank you. Enjoy your emotes. I just sent Carson another emote idea, so. Weapon durability. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So we're not going to. Like, ROM itself is going to be a long fight. You guys ready for this? One spider down. Two. And the thing is, we have to kill like everything like this, man. It's not too big of a deal. It's just like you have to do everything pretty slow. Because the thing about this run is you can't buy any vials either. So if you run out of vials, you're just fucked. You can't farm anymore unless you go all the way back and find some pigs. But, you know, it limits you in a lot of ways. Actually, no. Once you're past ROM, you can't go back to the earlier parts of the game without using the dream, right? Dead? Dead. So, like, better hope. That you're not wasting vials. 157. 300. 500. About 900 there, so. Okay. Yeah, I love DS1. It's my favorite game. Not just of the Souls series, but of everything in general, man. He's the best. Tisk tisk. DS1 no bonfires. Is that possible? Like, these runs are honestly, they're better than no hit runs. Because they're faster. They're easier. Or maybe not better. They're more relaxing than no hit runs. Because it's got cool shit. Like, it's still a hard run to do. So there's a goal in mind. But it's not like you're going to reset at any moment. You reset if you die, but... it's not too bad. You have to do a no bonfire run of DS3 for all achievements? I know you get a ring from it. Hey, man. No, come back. No, come back. Sheepy, what's up? Oh, yeah. No! Come on. This guy's got sky boots. What was that? Yeah, no deaths are allowed. No butt blast, please. Whew. Okay, this is the funnest part of the fight. Prodigy, what's going on, man? You know what, Prodigy? I'll be able to tell you after today. Yesterday when I was playing Mega Man, my game was lagging on PC and it was really, really bad. So I can't tell you yet, but I didn't even know it was for Switch, honestly. Is Mega Man's for PS4, right? All consoles, okay. Oh, I'm falling asleep. Never played a Mega Man game? Get ready for a challenge, sir. Not saying they're challenging in general, but this Mega Man game is pretty difficult. Just 70 more hits. This poor thing is being like... Poor Rom's being fucking paper cut to death right now. Alright. Shattered, no sleep. No, I've been up for a while. So I'm going to go to sleep after this. I'm probably only going to stream like maybe... We'll see how it goes. Once I play Mega Man, I'm going to want to stream longer, but... Yeah, we're probably not going to stream super long today. You know, and then tomorrow I'll try and start earlier. Ooh. Hopefully that will sate your appetites, your brown boy appetites. Sate. Okay. Now, I know you guys might have thought that the ROM fight was bad. Well, I know you guys probably thought that Shadows was bad at first. And then you're like, you know, maybe Shadows isn't so bad when you have to watch ROM. And you're like, yeah, ROM's pretty bad. Well, all I have to say to you guys is don't get ahead of yourselves, man. Because the shitty fight to come is yet to come. I hope you guys are ready for this, because this is going to be some good stuff, man. Nice, I got both of them. This is by far the reason, if any at all, that I would never speedrun this category or anything similar. One? I can only have one. Yeah. One. Ah! What bullshit! Man, he would not let me go. He was blocking that shit. Yeah, well, nothing you could do. Sorry, we didn't even get to one reborn. Okay. That's enough of that. Man. We didn't get to the most boring part of the run, unfortunately. I'm having some bad luck here. Clip. Yeah, he straight up blocked me, man. Okay, so we're gonna switch to something more engaging, because if I do more of that run, my brain will literally turn to mush. It will 100% turn to mush.